All right. Okay, and then yeah, and then I did this. All right, cool. Hi everyone. I'm Moose. I was hoping to get on at 9:45, and I'm trying to get this stuff configured for like schedule streams. Um, Not able to figure out how to do that, but it is what it is. Um, so I'm gonna start out with like a 5 minute meditation this time, light a candle, and then we're gonna do some pretty cool stuff here. We're gonna I found some resources too, so we're gonna do some we're gonna try to do some like um audio analysis with emulated silicon, like a chip hardware, an ASIC, using tiny tape, tiny tape out. All right, okay. Let's do. Let me light my candle as I do. Cool. And then I'll do a 5 minute meditation with you, and then we'll jump in. Hmm. Alright, one moment. Alright. Okay. 5 minute meditation. Thanks for doing that with me. Okay. So, um, let me pull up my overlay here and switch to where I'm going to be editing it. Um, I think this is like, I have to start the time. Yeah, so first I want to display cool. All right. I just did this. I asked ChatGPT for help on this. So the first task we had was get static rectangle. Let's do a circle too. Um, I probably use the let's make the full screen. Man, if I close this window, my code is gone. All right, let's duplicate this. You can probably use sort of like the code that I had from before to add the time component and make it move. Cool. Moving X. Let's drop this in here. Oh, it's already here. Okay. It's like how do I do this? counter here. Okay, nothing's happening. I would have. Mm-hmm. There. Boom. If I don't have this, it's gonna wrap around. Cool. Um, mod 100. Hmm. So mod doesn't do what I want it to do. But okay. And then I like how it shrinks. So we figured out. I did it. I didn't have to use this moving X thing because like the moving X thing was like some signal that was like a function of the position that was getting generating like a colored test pattern. It's probably someone who works with VGA or like um graphics signal processing, like probably knows all about test patterns and which ones to use and why. I don't, but I can make rectangles move. Um, cool. So now let's do a circle. Cool. It's done. I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT on how to do this. Mhm. Do. Okay. Show me how to draw a circle. This case. Cool. I mean, basically, it's like Cartesian distance from like a point. If it's below a threshold, cool. This way you don't have to square root. Man, I really want to figure out. I do need to and want to figure out how to get my local environment running that I don't need to use this web-based thing. Not that I have anything against web-based stuff. I'm just saying, um, it would be nice to be able to have like branches and get and stuff here instead of duplicating these different pieces of code. Okay, it's kind of like all right. Oh, you know what I could do is I could fade, and let's just rename this to inside deck. Is our keyword? Boom! Look at that circle. Ha! Nice. Inventory. Okay. Okay. On the LHS left hand side. Okay. Where data is going? Or 11-bit unsigned. Oh, because 10 bits and just like prepending it was like a null. Tell me about dollar sign. And if if I wanted to do unsigned, okay, let's do this first. Okay. 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 Can I do unsigned subtraction in Verilog? Bit with. Okay. Is it possible to do saturated math, i.e., clamp to 0? Still talking? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you kind of have to do like a conditional. Well, oh, okay, it's 12 because each X is cool. Each X is 4 digits. All right, yeah, that's why it's 12. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I mean, ChatGPT, you're a little chatty, man. Okay, so but we have the circle, right? We have the circle, and it told us how to fix the signed stuff. I still don't understand fully signed why it wants a certain bit length on left hand side and right hand side. Is that because they're pre-built subroutines for only some sort of arithmetic combinators, like a subtraction? Interesting. Bup, 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 bup. Hold on a second. I need to. Okay, I need to do something. I'll, I'm gonna put my screen back, but I want first. Um, go. I'm back. You're back. I wasn't gone. I was just um hiding my screen while I was texting my wife. Okay. All right. Man, I'm actually liking this. Uh, Man, I gotta say the vertical bar and lack of toolbars. Mm. Okay, anyways, I don't need to get into it. Bup, 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 bup. Okay, what are we gonna do next? Okay, we got the circle. I'm sure I can move the circle. It's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, and switch this to no VG. Cool. Don't need this. We click switch. All right. Okay, we got that. Okay, let's do it. Let's move this. Try to figure out how to move the circle based on some input. Um, I mean, the only thing. I mean, I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT about that, right? UI in UI in. Okay, cool. Those are the glyphs, and of course it overwrote the circle code. Is present is zero. Blah 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 blah. I mean, I think I could just like do it's input, right? If I'm using the gamepad, then 3 bits. Okay, wow. How is 3 bits enough for 4, 8, 10, 12? I guess 2 to the 3 is should only be able to represent 8 different values. This is like multiplex. Okay. All right. Back to this is the output. All right, not the input. Okay, go back to this. Do 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 do. Let's put the circle back. Let's put the circle back. Um. Okay, let's first. Can you give me the full code listing for sorry the printing a circle? Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Um. Uh. Now. Display the cert. If the first bit of in what is UIN? What's telling this? Okay. How about UION? Oh, cool. Nice. Okay. Whoa. Let's do this. Ah. All right. Cool. Okay. All right. Here's what I want to do. Every time I switch this from 0 to 1, every time its value changes, I want to move the circle. Okay, cool. What if I wanted to move the circle close to the right every time UI in 1 or UIN0 is value changes. Interesting. Hmm. Cool. So it's I want to understand. Explain. Explain this. Is it a loop? How is it to a gate level by Verilog conditionals in Verilog friendly compared to regular purpose programming. So it's a sequence rising edge. Okay, when the clock. Okay, so it's on the rising edge. Um, okay, ChatGPT, you're still talking? An implicit latch. Um, can we do um UI in zero instead? Alright, cool. Okay, because I'm reading, that makes sense. Because I'm reading a um metastability. What is that? Alright, okay. Because I'm reading and writing to register, so those are flip-flops. So I need to do any register magic inside of something that like waits for the clock. Okay, cool. I I, I kind of like this. This is cool. Yeah, nice. All right, love it. But then I need a register to remember the position, the pixel position. I mean, really, all I need to remember is how many times it's been clicked, right? And then I can calculate the pixels based on that. I don't need the resolution of a full pixel flop. I mean, flip flop, because that's a lot of flip flops, right? How expensive are flip flops? Okay, good. Don't mind me. All right. Ba. Cool. Very sensitive. Okay, definitely. Some choppiness on my computer while I'm streaming. Do, 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 do. Cool. Da, da, da. Every time I toggle this. And it stopped because it got too far to the right. Ba, 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 da, ba. Nice. We did that though. Okay. Nice. So now how would I read sound input? This is where it gets interesting. So I found this thing. Okay. Um, okay. Man, connection is going in and out. Okay. I mean, all right, be back. I don't know what that was. Now they're streaming at full speed. All right, cool. Good. Anyways, okay, so what was I saying? So this is an ADC, so analog to digital conversion. So in a digital circuit, um, things are either zero or one. So if you've got a wire that's carrying electricity, if in the circuit the value of the wire is interpreted as zero, if it's below a certain voltage, and it'll be interpreted as one if it's above a certain voltage. Well, but the value of the voltage could be a lot of different values, right? It could be 10 volts, 5 volts, 6 volts, 2.2 volts. It's like a continuous value. In an analog circuit, this is the cool thing about analog circuits. The value is sort of like interpreted continuously. And the world kind of works in analog, like when we look at light, we've got these sensors in our eyes that are sensitive to some like wavelengths of light, and they sort of like light up in proportion, maybe not linearly, but like some proportional function to the strength of the input. Um, okay, so what if you're dealing with like an analog signal, like sound? It could be like to some sort of input that changes in proportion to what's happening out in nature. So if it's a microphone, it would be something that detects vibrations in the air and turns them into vibrations in the electrons. So if you want to do that, how do you do it? Well, you need something called a ADC, like analog to digital converter. So something that takes analog signal and maps it to digital. And the way the digital signal needs to work is that it's basically a sample of um, the signal at one point in time. So it'll probably say things like, for different frequency ranges, these are so this is how loud it is. And when you look at like, some spectrogram, right? If you look at like a spectrogram like this thing, this is basically, this is probably done with like a analog to digital conversion. I guess you could like do like some sort of like analog to analog mapping. of the image. But like, so for each point in time, someone went and said like, this the signal for this frequency was this strong. So the analog digital converter does this. So it sort of takes samples and represents that sample. So, cool. Here's something cool. Someone's built, uh, I didn't know what an SAR was, a successive approximation register ADC. It's like a type of ADC that is probably like kind economical and like silicon surface to implement. There are other kinds of ADCs. Um, most piece of hardware, like your phone, um, has like specialized ADCs built right into it. Like if you think about the image sensor is a very special kind of ADC. Well, either it is or it has something that's attached to it. The microphone definitely does. Certainly for the the radio signal for the cell tower and Wi-Fi and stuff, there's probably ADCs in there too. But if you're sort of like doing like raw silicon layout, like I don't think my emulation environment already has that. So either I need to figure out how to get this beautiful thing. Look at this. Fucking love silicon so much. This is this is actually what the silicon is gonna what this person has built, this thing this that looks like this giant city is actually silicon that represents. So a extremely miniaturized version of this has been and will be printed onto the silicon. And the different colors I think indicate what's deposited onto the surface. So like, it's doped with P or N. I should don't even know semiconductors that well, but basically it's kind of like which end of a diode it is the way I think about it. Like, does one take an electron or does one give an electron? Okay. Um, yeah, so here we are. We are looking, yeah, we've got this ADC built in. I can like try to figure out how to integrate the output of this into the input of my circuit. Uh, Seems too much. Or in any case, like wish I could like have some sort of like some way of like doing like sound like a sound input based circuit. Okay, I think I need to do a little bit of research here. Cool. All right. Um, let's call it a day. We did a lot today. We got where's dude? We got this. Oh, that's why this is here because counter is a register. See, I'm learning and I'm learning fast. Do 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 do. Cool, love it. Okay, let's just save this. I think I just need like a Git project where I'm copy and pasting. uh, tiny tape out playground. Git init this repo. Open this in cursor. Um, Cool. Okay, let's move downloads GT example here. Um, VGA draw circle. Okay, and we're gonna need to All right, what's this? Extensions. Oh, there you go. Verilog. There's got to be a syntax highlighting thing for it. Yeah, a million 4.5 seems right. Cool. Go back. Nice. All right. Nice. Look at that. Now I have my code. And is there a way to do format on save for Verilog? Because I would love that. Verilog format on save. All right. Not yet. Okay. I do love my format on save though. As you can tell, I'm kind of like hooked on it. Cool. Okay. Now let's copy paste this thing. Cool. Love it. Love it. It works. Okay. Now correct. Let's see if I'll do what I like. Gotta love it, man. I wonder what their UI framework is. Vite? Document query selector. It's just like vanilla JS. Gotta love it. No framework this. I saw into it. Cool. Um. Anyways, you know what? Before I go, I'm gonna get format on save. Don't care. All right. Let's look at this extension.ts. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. Okay. Hmm, hmm. Let's install this. Why not? Extensions, convention X. Look at that. Okay. This is the one. I install this. Oh, okay, very low. Okay. Cool. Let's install variable. Why not? Love it. I bet Bruce just decided to do like a full refresh of everything. Cool. Okay, well, that's knew it. Okay, cool. Install that. Why does it depend on Basil? All right, whatever. Whatever, man. Okay, let's go back to my configs. Okay, that's not valid. None. Okay. Here. Cool. Of course, Basil is gonna take fucking forever to be built. Sorry. Uh, show me where the build system hurt you. Um, man, it's like I'm a pretty like DevOps oriented, minded engineer, I would say. But still, like when I'm like trying to get something done and I'm having to debug like GitHub Actions or Docker or um, Jenkins, that it's always like it just works so I can move on. And also feeling the shame of like knowing that I'm not actually understanding what I'm doing, which I like to do at all times, but when I'm in a rush, I don't. Um, because I'm excited about something else. So sue me. God damn it, Basil! Like you're still. Oh, no, okay, cool. Now it's using Basil to build variable. That's why. Okay, so it's not Basil's fault. Of course, it makes sense. Dude, how much stuff is in variable, dude? Cool. Thank God for homebrew, man. It used to be that like you can make and install things. It still feels better than doing that to like C packages that you find here and there. Okay, just go with default, right? Because why not? All right, and then you know the other thing that I'm gonna figure out is I'm gonna fucking figure out how to get inline SQL to be formatted properly using like PostgreSQL um, dialect. I still haven't gotten VS Code to be configured to do that. But I like Typia was such a rabbit hole that I managed to get out of that I feel like I can do anything. Um, this is still going. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Okay. Um, well, at least I want to like see like the output Verilog. JSON language server, cursor git graph. What's this? Cursor always local. Peacock. Doing the same format. Should be here, right? I mean, it should at least like error out. Did I not install the extension? Yeah. Damn. Oh my goodness. It's still going. It's still going strong, but CPU is not pegged anymore, so I can only imagine it's about to be done. Okay, there you go. No, OpenJDK. I mean, this is not gonna have to get compiled. It's just gonna be a binary download. Tree sitter. What? Neovim? Um. Oh, it's just like bump. It's bumping very installing. Like, okay, it's automatically getting newer versions of stuff. Oh, I didn't realize I had. Cool. Of course, I have been, but I didn't know I had Neovim on here. All right. Do 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 do. Mm, 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 mm. No broken dependence found. All right, cool, nice. Now let's do variable Verilog format. Cool. So it's there. I mean, let's just reload window. Love it. Look at that format on save. Ah, ah. Love it. So yeah, format on save. Okay. You know, should we figure out how to run this locally? Like without it? Like, alright, let's go tiny tape out. Um, guides. Okay. We're making measurements with analog discovery. Whoa. Okay. All right. Um, I'll be back. Let's write some tasks for what we're gonna do when we do. Um, uh, we gonna have to read sound input. Yeah. Still, that's what I'm trying to do, right? Um, Unthreading for Verilog. Cool. All right. See you later. Thanks for hanging out.